Today, I've been asked, what does your wife like the most about what you cook? Is it my steaks? No, they're delicious. Everything I cook, I think comes out pretty good. My wife raves about it. But if you'd ask her the one thing that I do better than any person, any restaurant, nothing cool, onion rings. Everybody can make them. It's so simple. If you're frying anything, make up some onion rings to go with it. If you do this, it is that easy, blah, blah, blah. You're gonna love it. I'll show you exactly how I make mine. My wife thinks they're the best onion rings in the world. I hope you agree. If you don't like it, show me your recipe. Don't care, enjoy them, love it. Let's get started. So, I've taken some white onion rings. I took a white onion, I just got 3 strips out. I just have the rings from some of them. I actually used a whole bunch of this onion for lunch today for something completely different. This is just part of a white onion. Actually, probably about half of the big rings of a white onion. You can make onion rings for a lot of people, real cheap, real easy. Tempura batter. You can make this at home, homemade. I don't. I have a tempura powder mix that I buy at the store. Super easy. I just use a little bit at a time with the water. This box is $1 and I make 4 or 5 things out of it. Homemade, better, sure. But sometimes nice and easy. Then we have some breadcrumbs. I'm just going to season this really simply, just sal con cebolla, onion salt. If you're speaking English, it's 5-volt sauce. If you're speaking German, and you're wondering, is that right? Das ist richtig. Anyways, let's get started. Don't need a wet hand, dry hand. We're only going to make a few of these, so it's pretty simple. Drop it. Tempura batter. You don't want this too thick. You don't want it too thin. Nice and easy. Let everything kind of drip off. We'll take it from here, go right into our breadcrumbs. Behind our breadcrumbs, we want to add the onion salt like we talked about. It's onion rings, we want to give it a little extra onion flavor. So we're going to do that. It's simple, we're just going to push this down. We're going to get all these breadcrumbs. A package of breadcrumbs is like 69 cents. Stupid cheap. Make sure you're completely good because we want these to be the crispiest onion rings you ever had. We don't want the oven baked. We don't want the orida with the minced thing. We want at least a 1/2 inch thick cut of onion, and we want it to be thick coated like this. We're going to set it right here. Not straight in the oil? No. Here's why. You want that batter mix to blend on there. You want that to sit on there for about 10 minutes. Trust me, it won't fall off when you drop it into the fryer. A lot easier for you. So there's one. We're going to do a few more, and I'll be showing you back when we're ready for the fryer. Alright, so we're back. I showed you how to dip the rings. Just a tempura batter, breadcrumbs. A little bit of onion salt in there. That's it. Let them set for about 10 minutes just to let that crust kind of stick to the onion. We got our onions at least 1/2 inch thick. If you're going to have an onion ring, have a damn onion ring. We don't want the minced stuff. We don't want, you ever bite into a Burger King onion ring? There's actually no onion in there. That's not the case here. You're going to taste onion, and we're going to get these fried up. It's going to take about 90 seconds. If you want to make these with some chicken nuggets or fish or whatever you're going to put in the fryer, just have these ready beforehand. Put them in right after you're done. You can still enjoy them with your dinner. Here we go. Oil, 350 degrees. Ten onion rings in the grease. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. It's going to take about 1.5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes. About halfway through, once it starts sticking and starts to cook a little bit, we're going to flip them one time. And we're just ready to bring them out, drain them, throw some salt on them, and we're going to enjoy it. Alright, so we got the rings in. We've flipped them one time while they were in there. Keep probably about 350 degrees. And now we're going to bring them out. Drip off a little bit of the oil. Let them drain. golden brown, delicious, crunchy onion rings. Make these a lot. I do this in my sleep. Wife loves them. They're great. Basically just make them when you got something going in the fryer. I don't really ever make them on their own, but you know, for the price of half an onion, and you can feed your family with a full onion. That's 69 cents for 4 orders of onion rings you've ever spent. Let them drain off a little bit. I want to keep them crispy. So I like this big pan. I can start things here and still have my drain pan with it. Alright, let these drain just for a minute. Put a little bit of salt on them. Dr. Dietz, I apologize about my blood pressure, but you just can't have onion rings without some salt on it. We're not going to go crazy. Putting a little salt on there where the salt's still going to stick. Voila, enough onion rings for the wife and I for one portion of one onion, and it was that simple. 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes, depends upon your fryer oil, and these are the greatest onion rings ever, according to my wife. It's only because of the onion rings and the very handsome man who does it, or actually, could be because of the zesty sauce. Where did that come from? If you haven't seen the zesty sauce video, check that one out. This stuff is great. Since I started making it for the onion rings, all of a sudden now my wife puts it on her chicken, puts it on her fish, put it on a burger the other night. This zesty sauce will blow your mind. I'm sure it's the onion rings. The onion rings came out great. The zesty sauce finishes it off. It is delicious. We made somewhat of a zesty sauce when we did the spicy crispy chicken strips. Check out that video too if you like. Don't forget to like, do the subscribe, share, notifications, all that good stuff, whatever. But we're back to the onion rings. We made a zesty sauce. Make that, let it sit at least 24 hours. Make these onion rings, dip it in your zesty sauce. You'll never look at onion rings at a fast food place again. The moment of truth. Thick, crispy, delicious onion rings. About as simple as it gets, about as delicious as it gets. Crispy, bit right through, the onion is perfectly cooked. Can't beat it, folks. One more bite. This time with the zesty sauce. Doesn't take over, but it complements it. And it's the perfect complement for it. If you're going to do these, please do them together. Hope you enjoy. That's the money shot.